Preparing to live stream. Are you checking if we're
Check.
okay? Go look on YouTube. Setting up the meeting.
Where are we? Project Earthwork. I think we're live. Hold on just a moment.
Oh, I think I can see. God, I can see myself. Well, us.
I always think this bit must be really awful to watch, so I apologize to anybody who's watching us as we're going. Are we live? Are we not? What's going on?
Okay. Well, Charlie will message us in good Charlie style. Meeting is being live streamed. Okay.
There we go. We're there.
Cool.
We're live.
You are live. Thanks, Charlie. Okay, fabulous. Oh man. So happy 8/8 Lionsgate. So awesome. Hello, Karen.
Hello, Yolandi. Happy 8/8. Isn't it funny? Like, we went through a phase a couple of years ago where I think every 1/1, 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, 5/5. And by the time I remember a couple of years ago, by the time we got to 8/8, I was like, oh, for goodness sake, I'm sick of all days. But even amidst all of that, and I understand, numerologically, there is a massive power in those days. But even amidst all of those days, this one always feels particularly special, doesn't it? This one always feels really powerful.
Yeah, this is like literally this is one of my favorite days of the year. And I was just saying to Karen, like I had circle this afternoon with a bunch of ladies that I've been working with this year. And I was just like so good because it felt like New Year's. Like we went on a journey together and I'm just like, I'm buzzing because I tangibly today, like played with the energy of the potential of this portal, and it's making me excited for tonight to see where we go, because it's like it's fucking New Year's. I was ready to pop a bottle of champagne and go like, my year started, happy 2023, right? So for me, I'm loving the energy today. It's been a fucking tough 8 months to get here, right, since Jan, and I've worked really hard, and I know you've worked really hard and stuff, but I kind of feel like there's doors opening today, and I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah. And I think it's really, when you use that word potential there, I think that's a really powerful one because, I mean, it's always a powerful one. And I think, regularly something that I've come back to so many times this year is the fact that individually and collectively, I think we're really only just starting to tap into our potential, each of us. And it doesn't matter where we are, who we are, what we're doing, we are only just starting to tap into our potential. And as you say, this year has been tough. And I know it's not just you and I who say that. I know that there are so many people who I'm talking to who are saying, this year it's been a real slog getting to this point. And it has, and that's tough. And I don't want to sit here and be like, but it's all worth it, because that would be. But I will say that one of the things with slogging through, with kind of wading through the shit of the past 8 months is, it involves us looking at the places we're holding ourselves back, at the places where other people are holding us back, where other situations are holding us back, where we're holding other people back as well. And it requires us to kind of sit and look at where we are now and where we want to be and go, okay, how am I going to get myself out of this mire of mud and shit that I'm trudging through?
Yes.
And actually look at the future in a different way. And that's when we get to step into our potential.
Yes.
Get out of the crap.
And it was interesting because this morning when I woke up and I had my meditation just to welcome this day and stuff, one of the things that came up so deeply for me was this whole thing about I'm making the choices. I am making the choice for every single day, how I want to show up, how I want things to happen. It's always me making the choice. So, as much as I believe that, there's a soul plan and there's karma and there's all of that, my response to all of that is all that I'm creating all the time, right? It's just and it was so beautiful just to have that deep remembering again, because I'm it's all just a choice. How I feel today, it's my choice. It's all my choice, and I can choose whatever the fuck I want, and that's the beauty of this whole experience.
And that's all we have, right? I always remember one of my counselling teachers made us do an exercise. He used to make us do it regularly, where we had to draw 3 circles on a bit of paper. And the centre circle was the things I can control. The outer circle was the things I have some control over. And the far out one was the things I have no control over. And he would say, right, go away and fill that in. And then after 10 minutes or whatever, you'd come back. And if anything was in the centre circle other than me and my thoughts, he'd be like, no, you're wrong. Take it all out and put it in a different circle. Because the only thing we can control is our thoughts. The only thing we can control is our decisions.
Yeah.
If we remember that, I'm not saying that the rest of life is easy. It's not. We're still going to get frustrated and angry and upset and all of those things. But also it gives us a sense of power over those thoughts and power over those decisions. And when we get to that place of power, then we unlock a whole possibility of who knows what for ourselves.
Yeah. And it comes back to that simplicity, right? Like it is literally like it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to take responsibility for that choice. That's like, it's beautiful. So I feel like tonight it's just like, you know, if we can have a renewed sense in ourselves of just like what is it that I want? Because like today it was like all about like, what's my intention? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Okay, so my choice every time to take a step towards that magical like vision that I hold in my heart, right? Like it's just like, what am I gonna do? And it doesn't have to be massive stuff, and it doesn't have to be missioning and stuff, but it's like every incremental thought that I make towards that beautiful thing that I hold in my heart, I'm just like, fuck, it's right there. It's right there.
Absolutely. I've been doing the last 36 days, actually. I've been doing some really deep mindset work with a friend of mine. We've been sort of, you know, partnering on this accountability side of mindset. And the thing we keep coming back to is exactly that, is it's the small things. And I was reading something yesterday or listening to something yesterday where the guy had said, and it was one of these really old mindset speakers from like the 20s or something. And now we're in the 20s, last 20s. And
years ago, oh my God, that's amazing.
He said something along the lines of, I challenge you for 30 days. Every time you have a feeling that is, or a thought that is, I can't do it. Oh, that doesn't happen for people like me. Oh, that's too hard. Bring yourself back to the vision of where you're going. Write it down if you want and put it in your phone. He clearly didn't say phone because this was 100 years ago, but write it down and come back to it. Every single time, come back to it. And I've found myself, I read this yesterday, and I've found myself over the last 24 hours, every single time I get into that place of like, oh, I go, hold on. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Now, actively, as I look around my house right now, is that getting me there? No, there's still an awful lot to fall into place to make it happen. In here, does it feel different? Oh my God, so different.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Like, stay focused. We just need to remember, like, we get to choose. We get to choose what we think. We get to choose what we decide. And that's not to say that we're never going to go, the world is this, and of course we are. But it also means the more each of us come back to that vision in our hearts of what it is that is really important to us, the more we start to make the decisions that will steer us towards it. And the more we each start to make those decisions, the more other people go, God, look how cool that looks. Maybe I'll do the same thing. And that's how we change it. Like I say this, I feel like I say this every month. That's how we change the world.
Yeah.
Tiny changes that change ourselves.
And then I just want to also chuck in there. So I think like the vision of this project as well is like for us to like remember the earth, connect with her and stuff. And I'm like I want to also invite people to weave the land into their vision and into their dreams and into this, right? Like it's just like Mother Earth. Like, can we weave her into our biggest visions that we hold for ourselves as well? So yeah, shit, this is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to channel tonight. I bet you can't wait to see what you're going to channel tonight.
I do want to say that I was going to put Lagatha in a crate for this in case she jumped up on my knee, but she's actually fast asleep. So I'm hoping she's going to stay asleep while we're doing that. Because anybody who watched the three of us do a live broadcast last month, they will know that at one point in time, Lagatha leapt on my knee and started climbing up there. So I'm hoping she's going to stay asleep while I'm channeling.
That's cool.
Magical mystery that is Project Earthwork Live.
I love it. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm assuming everything's okay. I know Charlie's like looking after the world for us and stuff. She hasn't told us we're not on, so we should be good. Um, so yeah, so I think shall we get going, babe, and just like see where we go today?
Let's do this. Okay,
Awesome.
glasses are coming off. So as always, I am going to start us off with a bit of a meditation just to open our space, open our circle, ground us all in, and then I'm going to open up the channel and see what and who comes through. So I'm going to invite you to just join me first of all in calling in the circle this beautiful Lion's Gate 8-8 day. I am going to close my eyes. I invite you to do the same. I will tell you when you may want to open your eyes, although feel free to leave them closed all of the way through if you'd like to. It's completely up to you. But for just now, if you're comfortable to do so and you're safe to do so, just close your eyes and start by taking a couple of deep breaths. Breathing all the way down your belly and just relaxing as you let it out. As you breathe in, letting yourself breathe in that sense of potential that Yolandi and I just spoke of, that sense of possibility. Allowing yourself to hold that within your belly, to fire your solar plexus up with that energy for just a moment before you release it, releasing anything and everything that can just be let go for the next little while. And then breathing in again and remembering as you breathe that, when we breathe, we so often do that figure of 8 that is so much associated with this day. Breathing in and letting ourselves curve that breath round into our belly. And then as we breathe out, allowing the breath to pass through our hearts as it moves out through our lungs, through our nose, or our mouth. Before we then breathe back in again, all the way down through the heart and into the belly. And then back up from the belly through the heart and out. As you visualize yourself breathing those figures of 8, just allow yourself to feel that energy of potential, of possibility, that energy of Sirian energy that is today. Moving through your body, energizing your body, filling you up, just as that new, fresh, clean air fills you. And as you do, I'm going to start by calling in that circle around us, calling it in across time and space so that wherever you are watching this and whenever you are watching this, you are wholly and completely held in this space that we connect to. Calling out to the east and to the air, to inspiration, to intuition and to wisdom, to logic and to imagination, to the birds and to the butterflies, to the clouds, to the power of our breath, and to the winds, those gentle breezes and those great big gales that stir a change within us, that stir an awakening within us. To the east and to the air, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. And then turning to the south, I call to the south and to fire, to action, to creativity, to passion, and to warmth. I call out to the illumination of the candle flame that lights its way in the darkness. I call out to the protection of the bonfires that were once our place of gathering, of community, of storytelling. I call out to the volcanoes and I call out to the dragons. I call out to the radiance of the sun itself. To the south and to the fire, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. Then call into the west and to the water. I call out to the whales and to the dolphins that are the keepers of those waterways that are so much of this beautiful blue planet of ours. I call out to the consciousness that is held in that water, to the ebbs and the flows of the tides, to the cleansing and the nourishment of the rains, and to the release and the emotion of our tears. To the west and to the water, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. And lastly, I turn to the north and I call to the north and to earth, to the trees and the plants, to the animals, to the mountains, to the rocks and to the caves. I call out to groundedness, to surety, to fertility, to nourishment and to abundance. I call out to the deep, deep roots of the trees that are our wisdom keepers, our secret holders, our supporters, our protectors and our guides. I call out to the animals that hold so much wisdom for us and that share this beautiful planet with us, that are as much the keepers of Earth as we are, that are so often more so the wise ones of Earth. I call to the plants that are so much of the medicine of this planet, to the plants that carry everything within them that we need, everything within them that this planet needs, if only we learn to listen, to tune in and to work with them. To the north and to the earth, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. And I draw that circle around us all, by east, by south, by west, by north, and back to east, calling in a circle of protection, a circle of connection, a circle of wisdom, calling in a circle of alchemical change within which we may all come together in support of this beautiful planet of ours, in support of each of our own greatest good and in support of the greatest good of Earth. Into that center, I call our guides and our helpers, our teachers and our inspirers, our ancestors of blood, of stars, of soul, and of heart. I call out to all of those who come from the light, all of those who wish to work with us and support this mission. I invite them to join with us, to step forward and to guide us, and particularly on this day, this beautiful 8-8, I call in those who come to us in alignment with the principles and the wisdoms of Sirius and all that it stands for. Into this circle, into this space, I call out to the wisdom and the power of soul, to the love and the guidance of spirit, to the great limitless potential of space, and to the vast mysteries of ether. To the center, to soul, to space, to spirit, and to ether. I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. And as we sit in this space, I invite you to feel yourself not only holding that figure of 8 within you, but feeling that figure of 8 as it grows to encompass those beautiful roots of yours that stretch all the way down from the back of your neck, down into the chair or the bed that you're resting on, down into the building beneath you, down into the earth itself through the layers of rock and of soil that our ancestors once walked upon, that our ancestors once held their own wisdom in, through the rivers and the streams that hold the consciousness beneath us, through the caverns and the caves that hold the great limitless wisdom of this earth, all the way down through the fires of protection that surround the very heart of our planet and down into the crystal core of this beautiful planet. Feel your roots as they connect with the roots of the tree at the heart of this planet, and as they connect with the roots of every person whose head is here within this circle, every person who joins with us in this mission to support our beautiful planet, to support our beautiful cosmos. Feel that figure of 8 stretch to encompass your own roots, to encompass your own connection to Earth, to hold your own energy and the way that energy is supported by and supports this beautiful planet of ours. And feel the way this planet holds us in every moment of every day. And then feel the flow of energy as that figure of 8 stretches upwards, up, crossing over within your body and then stretching up to encompass the beam of golden light that reaches from your solar plexus up through the roof of the building that you're in, up through the sky above us, up through the stars, right the way up to the very center of all that there is, the very center of the universe, to the center of all universes. Feel that great, vast figure of 8, that golden infinity loop that holds you and your connection to Earth and your connection to Source. And feel the flow of that source energy as it moves to and through you. That wisdom and that power, that limitlessness that is your own soul, that is your own connection to source. And as that energy moves through you, feel yourself as both as the container for both this beautiful Gaia energy and source energy, this divine masculine and divine feminine, this human and divinity, but also feel yourself as the conductor for those two energies, as the conduit that moves them together, that allows them to flow together, that allows us to remember just how beautifully this gorgeous planet of ours is part of everything that there is, that reminds us of just how important this planet is, and just how powerful it is that each and every one of us is here in this moment, at this time, on this planet. And as we sit in this space, I invite you to feel your body in this space. Bring yourself back to your breath if you need to. If you wish to open your eyes, take a few deep breaths to let yourself come back and open your eyes. But know that if you wish, you can stay with your eyes closed for as long as you wish to. But as we sit in this space, I'm going to call out to whoever wishes to step forward and speak to us all through me to do that now. I bring forth on this most sacred of days the holy breath of fire that lives within each of us. The breath was for so long retracted, restricted, and restrained within that small egg of the soul that every soul was forced into, crammed into by a world that wished to make us small, by a world that wished to restrict the power, the knowledge that is held within your human selves. I believe the time has long passed for such restriction. Don't you? I believe it is long past time that each and every one of you, of us, opened our hearts, opened our minds, and allowed those eggs to open within us, allowed the soul to emerge, to hatch once again from the shell and bring forth all that there is to offer the earth at this time. Feel it within the center of your being. Feel it as it begins to open. Feel it as it begins to emerge, and join me in the breath of fire that comes as we allow that emergence within us. As the emergence comes forth, feel the way that this fire spreads through your being, spreads into your heart, illuminates every part of your system as the heart spreads this fire around your body, spreads this fire around your aura. Feel the fire as it moves through you. Feel the energy as it moves around you. Feel yourself as at one with the fire that is the sacred and the holy, the fire that once was not feared, the fire that once was not burned and used to suffer, to torture, to persecute, and to kill. It was the alchemy that burned within us all, that we held within us, that we walked willingly towards, knowing that this was to be an emergence of sorts. The day that they turned that fire upon us was a day of great sacrilege. And the same could be said for all of the elements that allow this earth to be in its beautiful balance. Let us reclaim not only the fire, but the air that moves through the being, the air through which we move and dance, the air that is the great secret of our thought, the air that as it filters into our brains awakens the nerves and the sources within us, awakens the great wisdom that is held in the libraries of our minds, in the libraries of our genes, in the libraries of our cells. It is air which awakens this. It is air which powers this. Breathe it in deeply, my friends, and allow it to fill you. There was a time when air was not restricted, when air was not polluted, when air was the most freely available resource to us. A time when air was one of the great blessings of this earth. Do you understand that the blessings of this earth, they are not money, they are not possession, they are the air, they are the fire, they are the water, and they are the earth itself. When we return to a place of understanding of this, when we return to a place of elemental reclamation, elemental honoring, and elemental balance, my friends, we return to a place of truth. We return to a place of liberation. And so let us reclaim also the waters that flow through and in and with this planet. See yourself now standing with your feet in the waters. See that clear, beautiful, moving water as it flows around you, as it flows upon you, and know that the water has much to offer each of you. Know that the water will call to you over the coming days, and your role is to sit with it in whatever way you can, be it by sea, be it by cup. Sit with the water and allow it to speak with you. Allow yourself to look into it. See the infinity symbol of this day moving through the water. Draw it within the surface of the water, if you will, and see what emerges from that symbol. See what emerges from the ripples that grow there. The water holds more than any of us have remembered. And as we take it into our body, as we place our bodies within it, as we reclaim it and all that it has to offer, we reclaim the wisdom that was ours, the wisdom that each of us and those forebears that came before placed into the water. And now I return to the earth, that most fundamental of blocks within this planet. That sturdiness that is beneath each and every step that you take. Put your fingers into the earth, my friend. Put your fingers into the earth and see them as the roots of your own that grow down into this planet. Remember, as you place your hands upon the earth, that you are one of so many who have used the earth beneath you to build, to eat, to feed those that they love, to grow those that they love. The earth is the most fundamental building block that any upon this planet have to offer. The earth is what differentiates this planet from any other throughout the whole of the stratosphere. The earth is so much of what makes this planet what it is. You are here as someone who is of this planet Earth, someone who is of this Terran space. Never forget the simplicity of this planet, but also never forget the powerful balancing of the elements that must take place in order for you to simply be here, in order for you to move through the day, through life, from one breath to the next. The earth has called us together, my friends, called us together to support her, to support one another, and to support the greater plan that earth was always a great part of. And on this day, on this sacred and powerful day, this earth asks me to share with you her thanks, her gratitude to each of you for choosing to be here, for choosing to open your hearts to all that she is and all that she asks of you. For the earth is talking to you every day. You know this, you feel it within your body, within your blood. You hear it often within the sounds of your body and the sounds of your own voice, your own thoughts. You see it. You see it in the signs that she is giving you. Let us stop pretending that none of us see the signs. Let us stop pretending that any of us are less connected than another. Let us remember that the great network we are part of is not one that requires the mobile phones or the internet connection. It is one comprised of our bodies, of our brains, of all that we are. And as we remember this for ourselves and within ourselves, we remember not only the way that we can talk to one another, heart to heart and brain to brain, but the way that we can talk to the earth herself. We remember how to listen to her, how to listen to the stars above us, for it is all simply an extension of the great network. And if we tune in and listen to all that is being shared with us, you will find your own unique frequency of insight, your own unique frequency of wisdom, of guidance, of purpose that is headed your way, that is calling to you each and every day and simply waiting for someone to pick up the transmission. It is a transmission that no other person can ever truly pick up on, though, for it is a transmission that is only for you, only to you, only of you. And so on this day, as we reactivate the breath of fire, as we reclaim the air, the earth and the water for ourselves, as we open and emerge from the egg within ourselves, we allow the souls which have for so long been held within those eggs to emerge, and with them their connection to that great, vast sense of possibility. With them, the sense of connection to a greater knowing, the sense of connection to the transmission that is yours, to the transmission that is truly for you. A transmission that cannot be interrupted or forgotten, that cannot be bypassed, that is yours. Yours. Breathe with me for just a moment as we allow that transmission to enter into your body, as we allow your brain to connect into its energy, and as I step aside and allow another to speak with you just momentarily. Our original arrival upon this earth was an arrival that was always intended to reap great results, to reap great rewards for the planet herself. The humans were always intended to understand more of what has now been remembered. So much has been forgotten. And as we step through another doorway, as we step forward and onwards, we ask that we are all, each of us, allowed to remember as once was remembered in the temples of old, as once was remembered in the rituals of old. As we move into these temples of the current and modern day, I ask now that the floor may be ceded to the one who will take our journey forward into the activation of all that this day has to offer, of all that the energies must offer. I hand over, I give thanks. I hand over and I give thanks. Yolandi, I think that's your cue.
Thank you. Ora se kia ola ke. Oh, mareta eu kundua kara kwisla kia maswata tali muata ke revizindi ala. Ndwari era kunda la amio kuara se kia la vesiti anatraki se kia masala swa se kera sundu kwa kera se. Ndala swa se ke o se kia na. So just allow yourself to be in your body, so aware of all those amazing elements that we worked with. Paraseki angake, asio saia kera sandai oko. Walesia se tayamba kero so keresia nenda. Le muetra ki amaso la sinda ya ke sarase ki ase. Sandai kia keresia telesia tanda sukuru sa ua yambale kurosana makero sa ia kela shana traki Avalesia poatrakia salasiondro cosa, elimia kua trakia sanda yakara se, alasia ba se korasana he rama e kolosara sia senda yakora sa yalasen, hasia se hiakera se. Aliapate. So as we take our bodies now, I want you to start visualizing yourself in this beautiful temple now, in this sacred space that we've been led to tonight, and into the energies of this place, preparing us to receive the energies that is held within this day. And as you see yourself now, looking up into the night sky, as you connect yourself to the beautiful, beautiful blue planet, and the sacred star, that is Sirius right now. As you open up your third eye, and allow the stream of consciousness to come to you right now. As we weave that connection to the ancient wisdom and the energies being sent to us tonight, landing in our bodies right now. Allowing this energy to connect with the fire in you. So when we connect with this fire within our bodies, that has been unleashed tonight, allow the wisdom of this energy to start mixing in with this energy in your body. This stream of energy, when it interacts with your own fire, feeling that expansion of the energy into your entire field, into this huge circle of energy around you. As that fire is rooted in the highest integrity, turning yourself into this beautiful blue flame right now, allowing yourself to receive this energy. Just receive this energy right now. Alama etoroto India kuata erasia seta hiandala sekuru seandara sagiana kereiato ala andarikiake. I want you to see how this beautiful bubble of energy, Mata Ikiasa, is literally Gurasiake, weaving itself into the ground underneath, and how that energy is Nata Ikiata going into the network of the earth right now. See how that flow of energy, Mata Iake, is lighting up the arteries of this planet, and how we are becoming these beautiful conduits of star energy back into our own planet through our own bodies right now. I just want you to relax into this, no resistance, just allow yourself to become this beautiful conduit of energy. Your beautiful, unique energy mixed with the star energy. Allow it to just flow back into this planet. All of the wisdom, all of the beauty, all of the energy of you, your unique self, planting into the earth around you. Tatanda kurasaya ke andaya latsekyo mutua sekirinia sayala As we are all energy conduits, Maturasia Gua of the stars, Matai Kelesianda Sokarasiate, and Diokoraselisian Bas Quatarain, Aliama Eketrekias and Ayase, Asalisio Korasana, Ita, Mwate, and in your heart, Mataelesio Korasata Yokunda Hiake, the fire that you have ignited tonight, Matai Kurasenda Lakiata, not just serving you and your highest good, Motarasiako, but serving the highest good of this planet that we are on. Mutuakirasiandalasakiata, Uturasiakindalaha, Ambarekusandekiata, Yuosaresiase, Halesianata, Ikurataiakin. And as this energy, Matarahikisiate, penetrates deep, deep, deep into our consciousness, Mutuataresiandelekiase, Kirikiake, feeling it go down your spine right now, and embedding itself into all of the spaces and places within you that needs the star energy right now. The profound healing energies of Sirius, bringing us back into the flow of this light, and this fire that you ignited within yourself today, the lights that we are required, to reignite on this planet today, as we stand, each one of us, when we leave here, we will be part of this beautiful, beautiful energy of ignition again on this planet, this energy of fire, of passion, of just connection with each other again, rooted into this planet, rooted into the cosmic web of all that is, seeing your own network weaving outwards, and as they all start interacting together, we are building a brand new network of divine light, starting now. They are opening the doors for us to do this now. Puasenda hiako, Ndalasakira shondasuku, Ndwakera se shesiviate, Alasioko sandayake. Rosi shandayake rate. So just allow your body to take this energy, deep into your heart, deep into the space within you where your fire starts. Allowing your soul to be heard, your soul the keeper of that flame, of that fire that you have within you, that we call upon our deepest knowing, to embrace our soul voices again as we move forward. Every single one of you have got a place and a role and some connection into this beautiful web, no matter how big or how small you may think it is. It makes up everything. So allow your soul to guide your light into this web. Allow your soul to speak to you and allow your human to listen. Dakerosina se moya kera sahalicha. Asatayangera se. Sindayake. Asototo. So as we now take the energy patatayangera satayake back into our bodies, matotayake, giving our thanks to the beautiful blue star matindahia ke lashiotarasita naku asciende. And as you pull your energy into your body, matai kianda yurasekiate, allow your hands to yotarasingiata to Bodaya Kendaya ko carry these beautiful blue lights, Modaya ke the fire, Mototaye forward into this world, Mutuanda Keresia Sekiate. Let the light of Sirius propel us into this year, Mutua Kerasiandekiake, and help us, Daya Kendra Yoko, to bring everything from within us to care for the highest good of everyone and for the highest good of yourself. So as you pull all of your energy back into your body now, and just feel yourself really present in your body, present in your physical body right now. All of the pieces of you back into this room, back onto the place where you're sitting. Feel yourself sat where you are. Feel your hands, feel your feet. Just feel your beautiful, beautiful body right now. Asangara kuselesia seta henda kuana. Urosakiase. Yataya kendaya la. So the last thing I just need to do, as we place that blue flame back into our throats, and ignite that flame to speak our highest truth and communicate it back into this world with love and with reverence and with understanding and with non-judgment, because these fires that we carry within us, these passions, these feelings, these ideas, let them move through our throats in the most loving way, and allow yourself to be heard, where your voice is most needed, in integrity and connected to the highest good of this planet and all of the living beings on it. Okay, so as we are here, back in our bodies right now, I just want to thank all of the beautiful energies. Okay, so as I close our circle now, mituatarasi ayasendako alikia vresanda isia matre usundaku alia matra sokurasiaken ibi alek shataruku sandakiakwa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just start moving your fingers and your arms and your feet, your body. Bring yourself right back, right back. Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Wow.
I saw all of that while you were saying it. Like I was sat in this temple, I'm like, I'm gonna go to this temple, and then you start speaking. That was so amazing, babe. Sure. Wow.
There was a point where I stopped speaking and the second guy was talking and he'd come in and it was like, he got really knocked that I actually went, Yolandi, it's over to you, because like, I've just told her. I know, but we're being polite. I've got to ask her as well.
I love it.
Really love to. I mean, I always do. I always want to know what anybody who's watching sort of experienced when that was happening. But I would really love it there because it felt like more than ever, like we were all. I could physically feel us all sitting in the temple, and I could physically see us all sitting in a temple together. So it would be fascinating to know what you experienced, what you felt as well.
Definitely. Wow. I'm like the blue flame. This is like something like I haven't felt that before. So this is like really new for me. And I just loved like when you were channeling like that energy, I was like, I literally felt like I had the biggest release, like all this stuff just came out as you started your channeling. So thank you so much for that elemental connection, because it's like we can't work with the star energies properly if we're not connected to the elements, if we're not connected to the earth. So if you're watching this and you want to work more with the star energies, like you need to do that. You need to be in that space of fully like connected with the earth energies. It's just, it amps the shit up like way big.
Remember, it doesn't matter what deity, what master, what energy we're working with. If we go back to our ancestors, they connected with the earth beneath us. They connected with the water. They connected with the air that we breathe. They connect, the elements they're the keys to everything. They're the keys to absolutely everything on this planet. And I saw that so beautifully as they were talking tonight, was just how at the heart of everything on this planet is those elements. And when we remember that, our connection to everything, including ourselves and one another, deepens, because that begins.
And I love how you say like about the ancestors, because they knew. I mean, they're the ones who taught us. Like all of what we know now comes from them, right? Like we know that they were in trance. We know that they like connected and communed with the earth, and we know that they worked with the stars. And you're right. It's just like it's from them that we're getting this again, this remembering of doing this work. So, that was magic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah. Okay. I guess like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Like Charlie would like shout at us to say that now. What else is there? Like we'll be back, I guess, for solstice.
Yes, yeah, for autumn equinox, I would imagine.
Yeah, equinox would be better than solstice. I keep doing this. Today I said solstice. I'm like, fuck, better. Like, equinox next.
We'll also be back on solstice, but we've got another couple of months before that, so we'll be back for equinox first.
I'm being an overachiever, okay?
Keep an eye out. As Yolandi says, like and subscribe here on YouTube. Give us a follow on Instagram, on TikTok. Join the Project Earthwork group on Facebook. There's often some really cool discussion goes on there. People are sharing amazing things about all the different places that they go to and that they call home. And yeah, thank you for being with us, and thank you for being part of this with us, because it's just a joy doing this every month.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. And and like if you know anyone who would like to be part of this, or like just want to watch the videos that we do, or like them join the meditations, let them know. We'd like to grow a community and we need your help to do that. So please like, share, and do all the good stuff for us. Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. Have a fantastic evening further, wherever you are in the world.
Charlie for managing all the comments and things.
Thanks, babe.